it was tough, man, because there's no sick days. There's no I don't want to get up, or I don't want to stay up, or I don't want to do the extra work.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? There's no hours in esports and gaming if you want to make it. It is a 24/7 job that does not sleep. And the only way to succeed and make a living off of this is if you give it your goddamn all. There's no failure. The only failure is if you don't give it your all.
Inside, his teammates there. They now just need 13 more points. Plenty of time to hold on. They're spawning out. The Tempest is in. Optic Gaming looks like they're going to do it. It looks like they're going to do it. 3 seconds remaining. Get off the map. They've done it. The comeback is alive and well.
It is almost there. It just hit the floor. But a Panther puts it a long way. And it's almost there. Justin keeps it alive. Turbo's are there. Bounces into the corner. Energy still around. Justin hits that one. A shot.
Like, even though I only have a bat on the floor, I think he's in the bed. Oh, Faker maybe in trouble here. Denmark tries to clean it up for Ryu. Oh, look at the cleanse. Look at the moves. Faker, what was that? Faker with a huge play. The QSS. I can't believe I just saw that.
But ladies and gentlemen, there's no way anyone beats him. Your Fortnite World Champion, Booga!
Cheery's on his own, but look at the time! Look at the time, there's 7 seconds to got the bomb! They're trying to build pyramids, but there's no more play! Cheery's won the round! We go to overtime!
It got taken away by the Mystic Snake. They have to pop out. They have to fight. At least he'll be able to get one dive back over on the Tusker, or maybe he can get more. A double kill for Arteezy. A triple kill for Arteezy. He's just turned this crap up. Ultra kill, giving the Rampage the best. It is Arteezy. Rampage is sold.
Your Asuna, able to clear out. Sonar's up. First, not be able to space. Shadoff's good for one. Eco trades one out. Oh, just narrowly not able to get the second. He goes and pitching in. He's able to get a second one. Eco, 24 health, running for the fence. Is Chronicle has plenty of health. Chronicle on the tap. He's got to get Pros don't fake. He's got to get it to Hatfield. Oh, Eco swings out. He gets 4. He gets the Red Bull clutch.
Yes, sir. Listen, I'm nervous. I'm not even gonna cap to you guys. I'm nervous. You know, I got the light purple. This is a special episode. Okay, this episode is brought to you by PAGODA, right? Listen, they gave me 8. I already ate 4 of them, so we have 4 left. So yeah, we're in trouble. I'm just be honest. You know, when it's good, it's good. You feel me? We have, you know, a lovely, lovely guest on tonight's episode. Top tier Twitch streamer. Okay, variety streamer. Don't forget that part. Best smile in A, okay? Where she lacks in, actually I'm not gonna say that. Radiant gameplay as well. You know what I'm saying? Like, she's gonna teach me some tips while she's on the episode. I know some of you guys are noobs. Horizontal, you here?
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah, she's gonna teach you some things. So we're all gonna get, some tips and guides. All right. Without further ado, I would like to introduce this radiant personality. You see what I did there? I know you see what I did there. Jalon. Yeah, let's go. Yo.
Hi, what's up,
Hello.
guys?
How are you doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm good. You look fresh. What did you do today? You look vibrant. What's the vibe today?
I just got out of the shower.
Okay.
So, I hope so,
Clean. So you had a good day, I'm guessing?
So what?
You had a good day, I'm guessing?
I did. Yesterday, I did a cosplay of one of the agents that I usually play in Valorant. And so, I had my hair straight for a while. And I was like, okay, this is probably going to be the last day that I, stretch the silk press out, So I was like, let me just do something crazy, like the cosplay. And then today, I was like, okay, time to let it go. And
I was actually,
yeah,
I'm going to be honest with you. I was mad. Because I watched you yesterday.
You were mad?
Yeah, you took the eye because I guess you were just getting tired and you was about to get off anyway. But you took the contacts out and stuff. I was like, man. When you first came on, it looked like you was in her alt. Like you really do look like hers on. Can you bring it up? You already have it. You didn't even have to tell us. We got it on here. You really did.
Yeah, I'll get it.
If Brenda had a twin sister, it would be you. No cap. So
but the nice twin sister,
the nice twin sister, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Yeah, we seen it. Come on.
Okay, so
I'm
that's
not a big
my
fan.
cosplay from yesterday. Okay, you guys already had it. Dang.
Come on, man. I'm a watch. I'm a fan. Okay. So
Nice.
this is your second cosplay though. You did Killjoy before.
Yeah, so this is my second cosplay. The first one, so basically like the whole thing with like me straightening my hair is that I only really do it like once or twice a year just because I really like my natural hair. I've been growing that out for like 4 years. So
Jeez.
I was like, okay, like let me try to do as many cosplays with like the straight hair as I can. So I wanted to do like Killjoy first because like these are my glasses, like my prescription glasses, and a lot of people were like, "Oh, like they kind of look like Killjoy's glasses." And I was like, "Oh, okay, noted." So I just literally like got the beanie, got a yellow puffer jacket, and knocked that one out. And then a few days later, I did Raina yesterday. So
Which is crazy because I main both characters. I main Killjoy when I want to play support, and then I main Reina. So I was like, wow, okay, this is
okay.
This is interesting. By the way, I know you're a Pisces, and I don't want to bring that into the show because some people don't believe in all that stuff. But I believe in anything. Okay, why?
Mm-hmm.
Because even the word believe got the word lie in it. So I just like to bring that out. You're a Pisces. I'm a Pisces. So I was like, you know what? We gotta get a fellow Pisces on the episode. You're like 2 days
Had
older
to.
than me. You feel me? So I was like,
Oh, really? Wait,
Yeah.
what day in March is your birthday?
13th.
Oh, wow, how cool. Yeah, I'm the 10th. How dope.
It's just crazy. But I know you range from Animal Crossing, Minecraft, Among Us, Fortnite. You've been really heavy in Valorant lately.
Yeah.
Has this always been like what were your first passions? Was it always gaming? That did you know after I don't know school you was like, you know, I'm gonna become a streamer or content creator?
No. So I feel like my like career path is definitely not it definitely didn't have social media on the table for a while. Like when I was in school, I was, going to go into medicine, like neuroscience and cognitive science. That was my initial major. And like my parents well, my mom's Bengali, so she's, typical South Asian parent. She's like doctor, lawyer, or STEM, just anything in STEM.
Right.
And my dad, he was always kind of like, do whatever you got to do, but make sure that it's like something that can sustain you for a long time. And so I was like, okay, for sure. So I'll do like neuroscience and cognitive science because that's psychology. I love getting into people's brains, getting to know people. So
Hey, yo,
that
hold
was
on.
something that like drew me to that.
You know what that means? You're
What?
manipulated.
No. That's not what that means. That's not what that means.
I'm sorry, I'm just playing, but go ahead.
No, I'm not manipulative, but yeah, psychology is just really interesting to me, just anything about the brain. And so I just went into neuroscience for the first 2 years of college, and then I ended up switching my major like halfway through because I didn't switch it. I actually did a double major. So I applied to the film program and I was like, I've always loved acting. I did a lot in high school where I was like in the theater, musicals, things like that. And I just was like, okay, let me try to do this because I don't want to go and graduate and go into a field and regret not doing this and seeing maybe this is something that I could be really good at and something that I'm really passionate about. So I went into it, I got accepted, and I ended up double majoring. It ended up being too much for me. And I was getting like stray A's in my film stuff because I was so into it. And then I was getting C's in neuroscience because I just didn't care.
We just
So
yeah. That's interesting.
Of course.
That's very interesting. Just for the pure fact of I have friends who are in college and they're not doing the things that they want. They're doing some of the things like just, it pays well. It's, generally what people pick. And I'm like, bro, either you drop out or you better go do something that you really have a passion for. And so you kind of did that. You kind of had like, you were just doing something that, you thought was, the right path for you. And then you find out like, no, filmmaking, content. It's like, that's interesting. How was that process?
Yeah, so essentially, like, I think that, when I told my mom that I was switching to film and television, it was kind of like the end of the world for her, for sure, because she's an immigrant parent. So, they just come to America to have to provide the best that they can for their kids and just be the most successful that they can be. I totally understand. But for me, it just wasn't for me. I think that a lot of the people that were in the neuroscience major, I didn't really click with them on any type of level. I felt kind of like, I don't know, not necessarily different, but I just felt like an odd one out. I was like, I don't really vibe with these people, And I realized like, okay, well, if I don't like it now, these are the kind of people that I'm going to be around for the rest of my life. So let me see and try to do both and see if maybe I can find some middle ground. Maybe I can end up finding something that I really like. And a lot of people that I know actually now post college have been saying like, oh, I'm glad you ended up doing that because I kind of like hate my job now and I don't know what to do. And especially with COVID too, you know, a lot of people had a lot of time to reflect and think about, you know, their job and like kind of like their direction in life and what they're passionate about. And I have to say, I'm glad that I ended up changing my major. And I actually did do a marketing minor as well. So I ended up, you know, graduating and doing a job where I was like an assistant to a YouTuber. And then I did a talent management job. And then after the pandemic hit, I was just at home. So I started streaming. And that's why I'm a full time content creator now. So, yeah.
Now, that noise you heard, everybody who watches this podcast, listen to this podcast, listen. I have a dog. Her name is Duchess, all white German Shepherd. Listen.
Aw, so cute.
At night, she just likes to bark. And I took her outside earlier today so I could tire her out. I guess that didn't work. So
no, it's okay.
back to regular schedule programming. However, I do see your friend circle, right? Kenny, I think who's a comedian, shout out to him. It's like, and when you stream, you have a great aura, I feel, like with your community and stuff like that. It's like, you mentioned yesterday, it's like, I was like shy in high school. I'm like, no way. There's like no way you was shy in high school to now like streaming is like, your content is just not even on Twitch. It's on Twitter. 1,000 people have seen it. It's on TikTok. 1,000 people have seen it. So like, I don't know. How's that duality, I guess? Being shy, but also
right. I think like when I was in high school, I definitely felt like I had a need to kind of conform. So at first I was in like a really small academic school. I'm not going to say the name just for like safety and privacy, but it was just a really, really small charter school. And then halfway through, I think around like, I was there from 6th grade until 10th grade. So it was maybe a graduating class of like 50, like maybe max 100 ever. And I went to a public school in sophomore year and they had a graduating class of like 500 or 300. So it was like a huge transition for me where I was in a really, really comfortable space with people that felt like family that I'd basically grown up with. And then I transferred to a school where I knew literally nobody and nobody gave a fuck about me, honestly, because like
I would say that.
Yeah, like it's like, okay, like I get there in sophomore year, like everyone kind of has their friends already. It's very whatever. And you know, I just decided that with the extra credits that I had from my previous school, I would graduate early. So I graduated high school a semester early because I was like, you know what, like high school isn't for me. I know that when I go to college, I'm going to be the person that I kind of always wanted to be, which was outgoing. I wanted to be involved. I wanted to find my people that like the same things that I do, and just kind of, you know, own that shit. So I did. I went to college and kind of like really made an effort to get to know everybody around me, be in a bunch of clubs. I ended up being like, I finished as homecoming queen. I graduated in 4 years. Yeah, you know, I was doing
You're
my
the main
thing.
character, huh? You're the main character for real. Like if Riverdale had a recast, you would be the star on Riverdale.
I would be a character and for like a season, you know, like
okay. No, you ever watch The Walking Dead? You'll be the Rick of The Walking Dead. You'll be on there for the majority of the seasons, the main character, and then once you leave, all the viewership just leaves. It's like, damn, I'm only watching for this one person.
Main character energy. Character energy.
I'm jealous. You just smart. You graduated early. Man.
Yes, I did. So I graduated early. It was, like I said, it was a very academic oriented school. It was like very science, math, technology focused. There were no like sports or anything like that. And it just was like APs back to back to back. And that just wasn't for me. I knew that I had a creative, I always had a draw to creative oriented like projects or things. Like at first I had wanted to be a writer and my mom was like, no. And so I was like, okay, got it. Therapist.
Like an author or like what?
Yeah, I always wanted to go into like creative writing and stuff like that. And acting again has always been something that I loved. Like when I was watching Not So Raven, I was like, I want to do what Raven's doing. So I think that film and television was a perfect major for me because it kind of combined like script writing and then like, you know, combining ideas about just world building, just different characters. And I just loved it. So I really love getting involved in that in any way and capacity, shape or form that I can. But I think for now, with the way that, you know, the pandemic is going on and just the way that my direction of my career is going, gaming and social media is kind of where I'm going to be for the most part.
Yeah,
so yeah.
You're so young. You reached 10K followers, right, on Twitch. You've only been streaming for like again 8 to 10 months. You started first in what, February? Was it this year or last year? February.
So I started streaming November 28th of 2020, and
Gotcha.
then my 1 year is coming up in about a week, and I'm almost at 13K on Twitch right now. Yeah.
Insane.
And I got partnered too, yeah.
All right, and add that in there. Yeah, she got, listen, she's partnered, guys. But like, do you get anxiety before a stream or anything like that, or is it so natural for you now? Like, it's.
I definitely still do. Yeah. I think that when I was doing my partner push, I had more than I ever did. So if anybody that's, tuning into the podcast feels like they're about to go for their partner push or reaching those numbers, I think don't let the numbers get to you and let yourself reach it on your own. I was eligible for partner back in June, and then I didn't actually get the yes until my third application, and that was in August or August, September. September was when I actually got the yes, but I applied in August. So that was a whole thing in itself too. I also reached my PC build goal the same day that I had that partnership stream. It was very cool. It was like a 48-hour subathon. So yeah.
We're getting another one, right? We talked about it yesterday. You doing cosplays for free. You just handing them out.
I gotta make it a sub goal. There we
go. Yeah, I was like, I didn't notice that either. I was like, when you went live, I was like, wait, she was doing a cosplay today, and I was like, you was basically saying that I was just like, you just felt. And I want to talk about that, right? I feel like you're definitely one of those people. When you feel like it, you do it and you act on it. And I think I could get some advice from you. It's like I've been having a lot of anxiety this year, and that's why I asked that question.
Yeah.
Do you still get anxiety before going live? It's like
yes.
Now when I make when you reach certain goals, I feel like the higher and higher you get, the more anxiety is kind of it's like the air, and it's hard to breathe. Like, how do you handle that and just lock that out? And this is not even just for everybody, just for me too. Like, how do you?
Right. In general, I think it's a lot to be on the internet and just be perceived by people that you don't even know. It's one thing to be perceived by Chapstick 409 that's in your chat, talking to you every day. But it's another thing to not even know who's watching you, or the thought that maybe thousands of people that maybe you look up to might see your most cringe moment and have a terrible impression of you.
Yes.
The internet is such a weird place, and I think that for me, I just have to constantly remind myself that okay, there are a billion people on this earth, and what I may be let's say, I actually struggled with this for a week or two ago when I was starting to be a little bit more raunchy on stream, a little bit more sus content, just making a little bit more crass jokes in general. I feel like that was something new that I was introducing to my content as a whole and showing a different side of me. Whereas before, I was always very wholesome, innocent, angelic, yada, yada, yada. But also okay, I'm 24 years old and I've I've lived my life. I'm grown, right? Yeah. So I was really nervous because I think that some people may be pushed away from that and think oh, what happened to my Animal Crossing Stardew Valley streamer? Who is this? But at the end of the day, we're all multifaceted human beings. So I would be nervous about people walking in or just tapping on the stream on a super random moment that's not my content all of the time. And then I had to remember okay, well, if they can accept me then that's okay, because someone else might really like that part of me. And then also at the same time, if I'm thinking about wholesome, angelic Jalon, yada, 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 that's great, but I don't want to give people these expectations that I'm a perfect person or that I'm anything different from the other person walking down the street. I'm literally the same. I just happen to go live on Twitch and share what I'm doing with other people. And knowing that if one person, let's say you say a joke and it doesn't hit, it's okay, because at least one person finds it funny. And if one person finds it funny, then hey, it worked. It hit. Yeah. And that means that there's probably someone else there that thinks it's funny too. So that kind of mindset keeps me going, because it's okay, there's 100 people that are watching me right now that thinks I'm cool. Then, there must be more people too. And the people who aren't watching, that's okay. I'm just not for them. The same way that there's people who have different content that's just not for me. Yeah.
Talk your shit.
Thank you.
I need to get a sound command. Talk your shit. And
yeah.
I feel like that's why I watch you. I'm gonna be honest with you. I like watching people who kind of I feel like the creative process is an inspiration like satellite, if you will. It's like when people create genuine content and stuff that they like, it gives off this energy of like, yo, you can do this too. Like, just be yourself.
Yes.
And like when I watch you, and that's why I brought up your aura, is like when you're smiling, I've never seen somebody stream and smile as big as you do, and I'm like, wow, she
It's
really likes it.
fun.
Yeah, no, and I can tell. And you know, you were talking about it last. You were talking about really what happened last week. He was on the E-Day show, and I was like, when I seen it, I was like, wow. I was like, because I am used to walking in as like wholesome, like, you know, PG-13. I walk in, I'm like, yo, this is a different vibe. I'm getting.
Yeah.
I'm like, but I like it because it's something I've been thinking about doing on Twitter and just social media. Is like, bro, I'm not professional 24/7. Nobody on earth is.
Yes.
And if you are professional 24/7, hey, cheers to you. That's you. You do what you got to do. Me, listen, man. I wake up. Sometimes I like to drink soda in the morning. I'm gonna be honest. I'll be a bad boy. Sometimes I like. Anyway, just struggle away from that. Let's get back to the podcast. Let me shout out to people in the show. Hood Rich, thank you for coming by. Lawrence, thank you. Clinton Boy, Bad Boy, like myself. Yo, welcome. I think you're right. She is right. We're really living in Jalon's world. Yeah, that's a fact. She's the main character. That's just a fact. Not So Raven is the future I can see. Yeah. Did you get plat?
Sorry?
Did you get plat?
I'm not plat yet. No, I'm still grinding, trying to get gold back, dude. It's too much. But listen, once I get my PC build, it's over. I'm still streaming and gaming off of a laptop. So just wait. Once I get that PC, it's over with.
I feel like that's, man, I really believe you're gonna be like something. Like, you're gonna be a big streamer. I really feel like that. For reasons why. Like, no problem. It's like, I don't know. You give off different energy. You give me like, you want it, you get it type vibes. And I mess with that a lot. As far as like, when you're streaming, you warm up. Like, you literally sit there. And yesterday, I ain't gonna catch you. You know, the warm up was a little tough. I was like, ching, ching, ching. I was gonna clip it. I was like, you know what, we ain't even gonna do her down bad like that.
Don't do me dirty like that. Yeah,
but
no, listen.
In the game, you was dropping, like one game, you was going off. And I was like, yo, this is gas. I can't wait to see you get a PC for real. It's gonna be interesting.
Thank you. Yeah, I do sometimes. If I don't warm up or if I don't play before stream, then I'll just stream like me in the range when I get started, and I just feel like it's easy to do that and talk and interact to chat as they're coming in, because when you're in the middle of the game, it's hard to like read every single message and still stay focused. So I don't mind showing my failures on stream. Like, I mean, I'm not perfect. I'm not gonna hit every shot every time.
Yeah.
So.
Next year, I hope to get like a soundboard and we get animations on the screen. Inspirational.
Oh my gosh.
Or when you start talking your shit, talk your shit. That would be cool. Persona, note that down. That's gonna be gas. However, I did want to get into a segment. Let's do a segment. So you cross-played Killjoy. You cross-played Reyna.
Cosplay.
Cosplay, my.
Yeah.
Forgive me.
No, it's all good.
And I wasn't gonna say it, but you called me out, so I'm down bad now. I ate a full box of fruit snacks one day.
Okay.
And I'm talking 40 fruit snacks.
Yeah.
And that's only because I haven't had sweets in a while. And when I get sweets, it's like I'm like a vampire. I be fiending. And so when I go to sleep, though, when I eat sweets, I crave it so much more now that my teeth start grinding against my cheeks, and it hurts. So like it's weird. I don't know what it is, but it's common for people who got like a sweet tooth heavy, and so it's like when I eat sweets and then I go to bed craving it, my teeth start to grind against my cheeks, and so it's hard.
Holy crap! Yeah. What? I've never heard of that.
Yeah. And it cuts it open. So like right now, it's sore. It really hurts to like talk and like open my mouth. Okay. So
no worries, man.
You know what I mean?
If you need to grab a fruit snack, I understand.
Yeah. I got some honey water just to substitute the sugar.
Oh, okay. Okay.
But we're gonna do a segment. Let's go into it. You cosplayed Killjoy, Reyna. Can we be the dictator of what you do next?
You want to dictate what I do next?
Yeah. Well, I want to ask the people. Like, I'm gonna clip this, ship this, put it on Twitter. Like, Bram, you were talking about Bram yesterday. You know, it's.
Yeah. Go ahead. Whoever, go ahead and put the ideas out there. I'll put it as my next sub goal.
Say less. Oh yeah. Oh, okay, buddy. All right. Let's go into.
June says breach.
Breach. Reyna. She already did Reyna.
Yeah, I just did Reina yesterday.
Breach for the braid.
Breach.
Oh. Yeah. We gotta get that. That would be funny. That would be gas.
It's like an
However,
ongoing thing that my community wants me to cosplay Breach, and dude,
Why?
I don't know. I literally don't know where it came from, but I think like for my first cosplay as Killjoy, I was like, yeah, like guess who it is? And everybody was like, it better be Breach or I'm unsubbing. And I was like, what?
Nah, yeah. That's a fact. If we don't get breach, we're rioting. Just
Yeah, I
know
got
that.
you guys. I
Yeah.
got you. I'll make it a goal. I'll make it a goal.
If it doesn't happen, you're gonna be trending on Twitter. Know that.
I know it. I know it. This will be the accountability segment, you know?
Yeah. Say word. Say less. However, ranked. This is a new segment. This is the first time I'm showing it on the podcast.
Okay.
Like I said, this episode is brought to you by Pagoda, right? So I'm gonna put the arrows in every time everybody goes to the segment. So without further ado, Herzon, let's put the arrows in.
Welcome to ranked. No, we're not talking about, radiant or gold or nothing like that. However, this is where we do a tier list on said item, said subject. Let's get into it.
Yeah. Said item, said subject. So you like Valorant,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
Let's pull it up, Horizontal. We're about to go through a tier list. We want to know you. Yeah. Also, you was right. I am not gonna cap. That man catfished us. No cap. That what's his Chamber? Listen,
Chamber
man.
catfished you?
Chamber. He got overhyped. He cute and all, but like
No, he's not overhyped.
What is he
Listen,
bringing to the table? Like,
Chamber's fine. Hold on.
man.
Yo, no Chamber slander here, okay?
Oh
like
my God.
that's my guy.
He's the next Yoru. Like, who's picking him? I feel like he's gonna be a ranked character, man.
Okay, I feel like Chamber is a gateway character or agent towards Yoru. Like essentially, think about it. So KO, who I don't think KO's not on the tier on the bottom, but basically oh, there you go. So KO, the robot guy, basically like he has a way to disable Chamber's guns and everything, right? So I think this will make KO more playable and introduce him more, because I feel like people just kind of like leave him out in general. So maybe this is Riot's way of kind of getting people to play more of KO and Yoru with the teleportation, like disabling Chamber's abilities, things like that. So that's my kind of idea with that.
Gotcha. I like that.
Yeah.
All right, so let's get started. We're gonna start.
Okay.
We're gonna start left to right, if you will. Right. So who's that? Breach, I'm guessing. Yeah, that's Breach.
Yeah. So Breach. What is this based on? So we're ranking them based on like
your favorite character. Basically, you can be biased here. You can listen. This is your show now. You're the host. I'm just living. Listen, like we said, this is your world. You're not a host. Whatever is just like your favorite character, whoever you think is more impactful. So yeah.
Okay, I feel like so many people have tiers lists of agents like based on playability or like what the skill level is, whatever. Let's mix it up and do like a tiers list based on how great of a partner they'd be. Like, like
let's go.
Like if Breach was my husband, like would he be like an A list, S list? You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
And this isn't because you lost to Caitlyn last week, is it?
Absolutely no.
Okay. I didn't want to start a war.
But thank you for bringing that up, though. Yes, I was on an date with Caitlyn, and John and Lily, and it was super fun. But this is nothing to do with it.
Okay, my phone.
Okay. So let's start with Breach. I think that if Breach was Bae, I feel like he's really hype man energy. He's got let's go, like he always says that.
True,
I feel like he'd be really supportive. He's like, the thing is like the metal is kind of a turnoff for me. So I feel like we should put him at like B.
Gotcha.
Yeah, B. We can maybe move these around later, right?
Yeah.
Okay. We got Brim. Okay, the thing about Brim is he smokes, right? So I think that's a turnoff for me. So we should put him at D.
Gotcha. Dang, bro.
Also, he's kind of broody. Like he's a little cocky. Like he's got arrogant energy. So
you don't like that?
No, I don't know. I feel like he might be the type of partner to be selfish and want like everything to be about him.
I feel that.
So, we're trying to build here.
That's true. An empire. Come on. Relationship is a commitment.
All right. Next, we got Cypher.
Don't do my man dirty now. Come on. Don't do my man dirty, man.
I feel like Cypher. He has a nice accent. And he's got a lot of intel, he's like, let's see where everyone's hiding. He might be the type to go through your phone, though. You know what I'm saying?
Dang, creep.
Yeah.
You don't trust you. No trust in the regard.
Yeah. I feel like he wouldn't trust you. Like, you know, he sets up tripwires and stuff like that. He might be C. Also,
Red flag, red flag.
it's a red flag. It's a red flag.
Mhm.
Actually, I think I might have to put him on D.
Damn.
might
That's
put him
a
on D.
big red flag.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, Jet.
I was thought about
Dang.
that. Listen,
That's
man.
fun.
She's fun, but she don't got no. You know what? This you. I'm not.
It's all me. It's all me.
It's
You
not
don't.
you.
Okay, what do you think? What do you think? I feel like she's spontaneous. She's fun. She's got energy. She's not afraid to take risks.
That's true.
She might be. Yeah. Let's
I think
put her
she's
at
a
S.
cheater though. I think she might cheat. Okay.
I think she's a cheater.
I get trust issue. Like she triggered my trust issue vibes. That's what.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, so maybe A. Maybe
Yeah.
A is safe. Yeah.
Yeah.
Omen. Okay. What do you think about Omen?
I'm gonna be honest with you. I feel like omens are just like he don't got nothing going for himself. Like he's
What?
yeah, man. I hate playing. I hate playing. I don't think I can build anything with an omen. They're sneaky. You talking about Cypher? Nah, omens are sneaky, tricky, roaches. So they like to be in the corners. I can't trust that. Come on.
What? Okay. Here's the thing. Omen, I feel like some of his voice lines, they're a little intimidating, but I feel like there's a sense of security in someone who's like intimidating and like kind of like dark and broody. Yeah. Right? Okay. Yeah. Let's give him like A list. But I agree with you. Like he might be kind of dry sometimes.
Oh.
You know what? Yeah, he might be kind of dry sometimes, and I like someone with like a lot of energy who can match that. So let's put him at B.
Come on, man. So listen, man.
Yeah.
They call me matchmaker Don. You didn't know that, did you?
Right. Okay, what do you think about Phoenix? I mean, I think I know my answer for this, but I don't know what you have to say.
I'm gonna be honest. He's a brother. So with that being said,
Yeah, he's a brother.
you know what I'm saying? He can't go lower than an A. And with all that being said, he got funk. He got style. You think he GQ in a bag of chips? No cap. So,
Listen. I think he's S tier for me because, like, think about it. He's got the accent. Like, he's fun. You know, he's got the energy. He's like, let's get into it. Let's go. Like, he's like spontaneous, just like Jet. Yeah, he's motivating, and you know, he just gets right to the point. Like, he one of his voice lines is like, "I'm getting a little tricky here, like finicky," whatever he says. And like, I just like people who are straightforward and honest. And I think it's Phoenix. So that's S tier for me. Let's see, Raze. Raze has another, like, she's another character with like spontaneous energy. I think all the duelists have that like very like forward, like ambitious type.
Shout out to everybody for doing
what do you think
that
about Raze?
I feel like she's very no cap. Like she's independent. That's why I like that. You know what I'm saying? You don't need me all the time. What, you working on your robot? Bet I can give you that space. So, like
right.
She's for me, like you said, spontaneous. I like. Oh, you want to go to the zoo? You want to go to the zoo? Say word. So I feel like, her voice lines too, and the accent.
Colorful.
Right, colorful. Brazil. Oh, come on. Man.
Right. She got the. I think we should put her at S.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Yeah. Okay, Sage. All right, Sage. I'm a Sage main, and I main Sage, Reyna, sometimes Killjoy, sometimes Brim. I think for me, she holds it down. She's got to be
cheating, Horizontal. Why you cheating? You cheating.
No, she's got to be S or A.
Yes,
for me.
No, I agree. I agree.
What do you think?
She's supportive. I like her. She's like a mom to me. You know what I'm saying?
She is it is like a mommy Sage thing, right? Yeah, but
but it's like the mommy type. It's not mommy, but it's like mommy. Like if she wanted, if she want me to beg her to heal, I would beg. So like I like that. I like being tainted. I like, you want it? Yeah, I want it. So yeah, I'll give her it.
I can't decide. Okay, so what's separating like S tier from A tier though? Like just like the red flags, right?
Right. It's like come on, Sage does not have a red flag.
I don't feel like there's any red flags for her. Yeah, I might have to put her S tier. Yeah, S tier partner. She's wifey.
Exactly. Wifey for sure.
Wifey. Okay, Sova.
What you think?
Dang, Sova is like. See, a lot of people have mixed opinions about Sova, I think. Some people really hate him and some people love him. For me, you know, I think he's pretty solid. Solid. I wouldn't say he's like S or A tier.
Yeah.
He's somewhere between B and C for me. What do you think?
Valid. I was gonna say that. I was gonna be nice and say A, but B, I feel like that's valid. I think he's independent, right? I feel like he's one of those type of guys that will leave you if you can't step up. But I think he's a man. You know what I'm saying? So
but he's a little passive aggressive, don't you think?
That's the red flag there. So it's like he'll leave you if you don't step it up. So I'll say B. Yeah.
You say B?
Yeah. But also think about it like this. I feel like when you have a silver in your pocket, if you have a good silver, you're gonna win the game. Like let's be honest. If your silver is
Well,
good,
if you have a really bad Sova.
that's true. Yeah, if you have a really bad silver, GG's. Silver's like a quarterback.
Let's put C for now, and then we'll
Okay.
like reevaluate at the end.
Say word.
All right, Viper.
Now, be smart.
Viper's
Just don't
nah.
be smart. Be smart.
She's toxic.
There we go. That's all. Listen.
But she's fine. Like she's fine.
That's
I think
true,
that's straight C. Straight C for me.
See? Okay.
Yeah. Because she's toxic, but it's like, are you willing to put up with her because she's pretty type?
Ooh, pretty privileged. You're right.
Yeah,
Okay.
pretty privileged. Reina.
Come on. You know the answer to this one. Come on.
I'm biased.
Come
I'm
on.
biased.
Put that in S. Listen.
Put an S. Put an S.
If Reina was a real chick in real life,
she's a baddie.
Yeah,
she's a baddie.
I might be down bad, and I've never been down bad before. But like, if I've seen her, yeah, I'm becoming that official snap.
But don't you feel like she might play too much? Like, hold on.
I like that. Play like you ever seen Rashard, Chris Tucker? I like that type of energy. I like.
I might put her at A for me.
A? No.
No.
No. Put her at A. But I was like, we can put her at A. This is yours. This ain't mine.
Here, because we'll reevaluate. But I think that think about it. Reina's like very like independent. Like, what if you decide to like have a different opinion than her?
I feel like she wouldn't care. She would just do her own thing. So you're right.
Yeah, but she would probably argue because she would think that she's like always right. You know?
100%, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't like that. No compromise.
All right, Killjoy, straight dub, straight W.
You know this.
Yeah, that's S. That's a S. Love that. Love her energy. She's so like she's out there. She's smart. Sky. Honestly, I don't play Sky that much, but I feel like she would probably be like B or A for me. What do you think?
I would say B for the one that she's annoying. That's like
she can be a little annoying.
She's just annoying.
Also, I don't want to deal with too many animals. Like, I love animals, but I'm not trying to have a zoo in the house. And so, I'm sensitive to smells. I love birds though. So, got that love and relationship with her. But Sky, I just,
honestly,
we gotta have separate houses.
Can you get a pet bird? I feel like your streams would be so cooler if you had a pet bird behind.
I actually did have a pet bird, but she passed in February. So,
oh my God, I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, it's okay. It's okay. But she's just always been a part of the streams and like the graphics and stuff like that still.
Yeah.
So for Yoru, I feel like, he might disappear on you. So I'm going to put him at like, what do you think? B, C?
Yeah, I agree. C. He's annoying too.
Yeah.
He's annoying. He's cocky.
Yeah, he's very arrogant.
Yeah. You're not even
very about himself.
Yeah.
Like he's always combing his hair, selfish. C.
Yeah. Red flags are over the place. Astra, come on, man.
Astra.
I mean Astra too.
You do?
She's a high quality woman, and I like that. You know what I'm saying?
So where are you putting her?
I'm putting Astra at S. Come on, man.
For me,
or A.
I'm thinking A. I'm thinking A for me. Yeah. I'm thinking
Why
A. Why A? I feel like for me, I don't know enough about her as a player because I don't play smokes. I only play Brim. But I think from her voice lines, I feel like my favorite is "'Cause you follow," like that one.
Yeah,
that's my favorite. But she doesn't hit for me. Like it's just very. I don't want to say basic or bland, but
hey, be careful now. We're talking. Listen.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's just
one of my wives. That's one of my wives.
No, she's wifey. We're gonna keep her a day, but I wouldn't say she's S for me. Like it just doesn't like give that extra punch where it's like, yeah, I love you. Like
somebody said she's annoying with all that humming though. That's true.
Yes. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That's really what it is.
All right, KO.
Okay, KO. All right. I think that he's dry. No, the character itself, well done. I'm saying as a partner, he might be kind of dry because he's a robot. He might not have the same feelings for you. Might think kind of logically. The metal might be kind of cold. I'm gonna say C. I'm gonna say C.
This is honestly a bad list for some reason. I don't even know why. Like this is
it's well thought out. It's well thought out.
All right, last but not least.
Chamber. Okay, so he just came out. I listened to all of his voice lines actually yesterday on stream or the other day before when we were just figuring him out. I think for me, I love the accent. I think he's fine. I think he's great. All of his voice lines, by the way, are compliments. He's always complimenting everybody.
Okay.
Like
Okay.
he's never putting anybody down except I think it might have been KO was the only person that he didn't like, which is why I said I think that that's the point. Like they want KO to disable Chamber's abilities and everything. So for me, I'm gonna put him at A.
I love the fact that you pay attention to Valorant lore.
Thank you. Yeah,
That's so cool.
I really get into the games that I play frequently, so I like to know everything.
This is guys. So we have a good. Honestly, I wouldn't say we need any changes. I feel like this is valid.
I feel like this is valid. Yeah. I'm thinking about Brim, and I feel a little bad about putting him at D. But I feel like I just. It's how I feel. It's how I feel.
Yeah. I don't like Brim like that too. I feel like he's very short-handed. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't have too much to offer.
Yeah,
you know?
short-handed, and he's always on that little iPad.
Right. Never paying attention to you.
Never
like,
pay attention.
I don't like that. You're on a date and you paying attention on your little wrist iPad. Like, come on.
Exactly. Okay, cool. Solid list.
This is solid. Can we like, yeah. I like that list. But back to the purple. I like this.
Nice. Okay.
It's been a pleasure to bring you on the podcast. This has like been fun.
Yeah, this has been fun as heck. Thank you so much for having me and everything.
No
was that the end of the podcast?
No.
Oh,
you ready
okay.
to go? You ready to go?
No. You said like thank you for coming on, and I was like, okay,
Yeah, my fault. That's just because that took a while, and I was like, wow, that was good. I'm
sorry.
When I like something, I really I gotta appreciate it for them. I'm like, damn, like that was like you ever eat something good and you just can't like swallow it. You gotta, but is that dying? Is that too much? Like I gotta really savor it a little bit. So that's kind of.
I'm sorry. Yeah, when I like really like I have to really think about some things, and I just get really into it. So I can't help it.
Are you streaming today?
Yes, I'm probably streaming after this.
Got you, guys.
So
I'll make sure to stop by.
Thank you.
So, what we're gonna talk about next, though, is we're gonna talk about these jump scares you have. Yeah, you've. It's been a while. I feel like there's no more jump scares on the game. But horizontal, you just know you gotta pull them up. You know, pull both of them up. We got two.
Oh no! No!
Oh no, dos. So let's bring them up horizontal. Let's put the egg rolls in.
See, sometimes Valorant just like it has you just won't expect someone to be there, so you can't blame me. Okay, I know it's not a horror game, but sometimes it just catches me off guard.
Listen, you're right, but like, go ahead and play this horizontal. Turn it all the way up, because the screaming part's the funny part.
Oh my god!
I'm sorry though. Every time I see it, it's like it's the part where you scream and I can't hear you. It's like a cat. It's like
my mic peaking is the worst thing. Oh my god!
Let's put the other one. There was another one. There was actually three, and there was somebody behind you, a jet, about to knife you. And
oh my gosh! Yeah, I was gonna make that a TikTok. Yeah, where I was like, John was asking me like, "Oh, can I get a heal?" And he was playing Jet, and I was like, "Yeah, sure." And I'm like walking down short, and I like see him on the mini map, so I turn around, and it's the enemy Jet behind me who's about to knife me, and I was like, and I had my heal out. I literally have my heal out and everything. I was like, this is so bad. This is so bad.
And I think she killed you though, right?
Yeah, she did.
Yeah.
Yeah. And what's the worst part was like I had a gun and everything. I just
that
was too good. Oh my god,
this is funny.
Oh my god, that scared me.
Okay.
No. So bad. Listen, I have cracked gameplay, okay?
That's true. Listen.
Distraction.
Listen, like I said, you're gonna be a demon. No cap. Listen. No cap on my rap. Like you was warming up yesterday. It was 50-50. You know what I'm saying? You wasn't really bad. You hop in the game, headshot, rain headshot, invisible.
Yeah.
Get out of the hill. I'm like, okay. So now I'm like, okay, PC comes like, yo, Embrado, Radiant. I'm gonna see you on Radiant, like
maybe. The thing about Radiant is I feel like you're constantly playing Valorant, like your own, like because the leaderboard with Radiant it changes sometimes like every hour. I know a few people who like are on the leaderboard and they like really pay attention to that stuff. They do scrims, like it's just all they do. And I, as someone who wants to still be somewhat variety, I don't think I could do it. But Immortal, like maybe like low radiant or something like that. Like someday, sure. But yeah, I love the game. This is my first person shooter, and it's the only shooter that I've ever been consistent with. So yeah, Valorant definitely has a special place in my heart for sure.
Yeah, I see you was playing Fortnite. I was surprised. Like, damn, she played Fortnite. Okay.
Yes, I did. I started streaming with Among Us because I couldn't play anything else. I only had one monitor, so Among Us was the only game that had like a windowed option that I could play with. And then at a certain point, I got a monitor. Then I started playing Fortnite. Fortnite I started playing because that was a game that I used to play with my friend Lily years ago. And then just like we would always talk about potentially streaming, and then never did. So I finally got on it again, mouse and keyboard. And then after a while, I just got really sick of the kids on Fortnite. And I was like, all right, let me start finding a different game. And I fell in love with Valorant like right away. And the community is so great. So I've been sticking with that and playing everything else on the side as well.
100%. Let's talk about that. I feel, like I said before, you definitely, once you get something in your head, mine's type B.
Yep.
Which is, that's not a bad thing. That's really, I think there's a word for it. Not go oriented, but like you get it done. And I think that's probably a plus for you, right?
Yeah.
What game would you say has like really, like when did you start noticing, I'm taking off? Was it Valorant? Was it Among Us? Because Among Us definitely had like a big launch.
Yeah.
So what game was it for you?
So are you trying to say like which game really like built my community?
So
okay.
where you started to rise basically.
So I think that at first, I had been streaming for a month, and I was only playing Among Us and a little bit of Fortnite, and I had hit 1K followers, and I was like, okay, like this isn't really normal. And a lot of people were like, oh, whoa, like that's really fast growth. And I was like, really? And like I didn't really get it because I was still new to Twitch and I had just begun watching and being a part of Twitch culture. So I was like, okay, like I guess I'll keep doing what I'm doing. So I would keep playing Among Us and Fortnite. I think that once I hit like 3 or 4K, I was like really going hard on Fortnite. And then at a certain point, I was just really sick of the little kids in my chat. Like, can I play? Can I add you? Like, oh my gosh, a girl playing Fortnite. Like, it was just very immature. I was just not with it, you know? And I started picking up Valorant around that time when I hit 5K. And I think that was when I started gaining momentum. I think Valorant has been my consistent, like, I wouldn't say that's a game that like pushed me to success, but I would say it's my like closest community because it's a community that also plays other games, which is really cool. Like a lot of people that play for Valorant in my community also play Stardew Valley or Animal Crossing. So there's a lot of like cross-platform. There's openness to variety. Whereas a lot of the kids that would watch my Fortnite gameplay would only watch Fortnite and only follow Fortnite. So I also played a lot of Stardew Valley, and I still do sometimes, but like off stream. It's really great. The people that are in that community are so nice. I play Animal Crossing off stream as well. I have a ton of favorite streamers that are Animal Crossing oriented. And what else did I play a lot? Okay, so a lot of people will also remember me for my just chatting streams. So honestly, that's my favorite segment too, where I'm literally just chatting with the community and getting to know people, and we're just kind of like joking around or like watching trending videos. And a lot of people would remember me for when I would watch Gordon Ramsay's stuff. So I would watch like Kitchen Nightmares, Hell's Kitchen, things like that. And I would just commentate and react with everybody. And those were some good vibes for sure. So I think the core thing throughout everything though was just me. I genuinely just kind of play whatever I feel like it. Yeah. But Valorant is like that.
Why are you laughing when you say that? When you say that, when I feel like it.
Huh?
Why you laugh when you said that?
Because I feel like a lot of people take scheduling so seriously, and I don't think that you have to. Like, it's really like whatever you want to play, and like people notice when you're not having a good time. It's actually so, I kind of hate it. Okay, so like the other day I was playing Valorant, and I was playing with an all-girl squad, and I was loving it. Like the vibes were so great. We were all like communicating together. It was so comfortable. And then one of them had to go, and then we had subbed in like one of their guy friends. which totally fine,
Yeah.
but the vibes were just different, you know, like you
Yeah.
take someone out, you introduce someone new, different dynamic. And I was just like, the vibes are just different. It's not the same. And I wasn't really having as much fun. I was still having fun, but you know,
Right.
it just wasn't the same.
It wasn't
And
yeah.
it was in the moment, yeah. And someone in my chat was like, Jal, why do you look so dead right now? And I was like, dude, like, why do you guys have to read me like this? So, you know, your community can tell, like, they watch you for hours and hours. They know when something's a little bit different. You should always play something that you feel like. I don't want to stick to like a schedule of, oh, I'm going to start at this exact time every single day. And a lot of people were like, that's really great for growth so that people know when you're live. And I'm like, okay, so I'll just have like a range. I'll be like, hey, I stream at nighttime. It'll probably be from this time to this time. I don't know exactly what time, but it's probably going to be every day and it's probably going to be at this time. And if it's anything different, I will tell you, because you can't put that expectation on yourself. Like, what if you don't feel like streaming that day? What if you don't feel like streaming Animal Crossing? Then what? Like, you're just going to force yourself? Like, no, like you're the one who makes the rules. It's your channel. And I think people forget that. It's not all about the viewership or the people, you know, that come to your streams. It's about you. So
Talk your shit. Talk
okay.
your shit. We're gonna get that. No, I'm gonna be honest. Listen, I like giving horizontal. This is a fact. He knows this. Listen. This isn't a gas station, but I like to pump people up. You're becoming probably one of my favorite streamers for the pure fact that you just do what you want to do. And for some reason, I try not to do that because, you know, it might hurt somebody else's feelings. But I feel like the older you get, it's like, bro, you want to hurt your feelings, or you want to hurt their feelings. So like, who's coming first here? And I feel like I'm looking at somebody else first. Like, yo.
That's a huge thing too. Yeah, something that a friend told me when I started streaming and he started to notice that I was growing quickly and my community was starting to grow quickly. This was around the time when like the Fortnite kids started to kind of like take over my community and I was like, I don't like this. He was like, Jalon, like you have to remember like this is your space and you get to prioritize like who feels safe, who feels comfortable and who you want to prioritize. If that's women, if that's people of color, if that's the LGBTQIA community, then that's up to you. He was like, you have to make sure that like, you know, that's always like a safe space for you and everybody else that you want in it. And I was like, you're right. I was like, why do I feel like I need to have these like annoying people in my streams? It's like they're one viewer, right? What am I sacrificing when I could find someone else that likes my content just as much and aligns with my values and knows how to act right? Like it's never worth it. A lot of people talk about how they like worry about you know, sometimes people will gift a lot. This is kind of like a thing with like women streamers where men or just anybody, I think, will just try to gift a lot to the streamer and think that that'll give them like an in, like, oh, like I gifted you subs, like go on a date with me. Right. And it's like that, it doesn't really work like that. And I'm not going to give you special treatment just because of it. Like a gift in its own definition is something that you give to someone just because you want to with nothing in return. So like when people talk about like, oh, I'm not going to watch you anymore, or oh, I'm not going to gift anymore. Like, why would I be worried if I know that there's somebody out there in this millions of people that watch Twitch that will probably want to support me and not be an asshole about it, you know? So that's kind of my take on that.
Installed in your brain, which is lovely. Like, there's always somebody, like, you're dangerous. There's always somebody else. Listen, you don't want to do it bad. There's somebody else who can do it. Listen, Cypher, if you can't do this while we're dating me, listen, I can just go to Euro or Chambers. You don't gotta. So, hey man, don't settle.
No, hey, don't settle. Yes, that's honestly a huge thing. Yeah, I never. If it doesn't sit right in your spirit and it doesn't feel right to you, like don't do it. Never settle, ever. I feel like a lot of the times, like you know, like I said, like my parents, they grew up with the mentality that like, okay, do what you're told, do what you gotta do. You know, take the high road, et cetera, et cetera. And I do believe and stand by those things. But sometimes it's like you have to also do what's right, like what feels right to you too. Like it's not, you're not living someone else's life or they're not living your life for you. So you should always you know, remember to put yourself and your morals first, unless it's, you know, something crazy. Like I'm speaking in general terms, you know. Yeah. I wouldn't apply that to every situation. Sometimes, you know, humans are wrong.
100%.
But
when I said the overthink, that's why I'm like, fuck it. Just do it. I'm like, I can't.
You should always, 100%.
That's why I was gonna call it out. And plus, it's not something to be bad about. It's because I think this podcast just gave you a perfect example, which is how I am. It's like I hate the whole corporate. Like, yo, listen, this is it. I guess you could call this an interview, but honestly, this is just two people who play video games who also do a lot of other things outside of this game, man, who are having a conversation about said topics. And so I don't like being restricted. And I was glad when you came at a later time than 7th, because like bro. Life don't. A tree doesn't say you put the seed in. This tree is gonna grow December 31st at 7:31 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, bro. I've never seen
It's
that.
gonna grow when it's gotta grow.
Yeah. So I appreciate you coming.
Of course. Yeah.
I like, you know what I'm saying? You real. Hashtag real. But
Thank you.
I feel like I've taken up a lot of your time. I appreciate you coming on.
Oh no, I had a great time. Yeah.
Same.
There's one thing that I did want to say when you said you were like overthinking or like you're afraid to do stuff. Like, one thing that I always tell myself, like every single day, literally even today, because I was thinking about posting a picture and then didn't, and I was like, no, I have to. Like, there's a saying that that I think Will Smith said in his skydiving video, and it stuck with me for years. It's, you know, life puts the greatest things in God puts the greatest things in life on the other side of fear. Whether you're religious or not, you know, it's okay, but like just that saying in itself, where the greatest things in life are on the other side of fear, it's so true. Like, I was so afraid to start streaming. I was afraid to, you know, go ahead and go against my parents and do filmmaking. I was afraid to go do marketing. I was afraid to do a lot of things. I was afraid to move to LA, get out of my comfort zone. And I feel like if I hadn't, I never would have created the life that I have for myself now. And I don't think I've ever been happier with me stepping into myself, the community of people around me, or the things that I'm doing. And I'm glad that I did. So yeah, never be afraid to go ahead and get yourself out of that comfort zone, because it could really be something that changes your life.
100%. I love this. Listen.
Yeah.
You seen the Kanye West interview with Drink Champs, and they're all clapping?
Yes.
In the future, I'm in a studio. I'm building this up. But in the future, I'm gonna have a clap break. We're gonna do that. Trust me, this is gonna hit. But where can everybody find you on your socials? Like, listen, you're all over. You're smart. I don't care what anybody says. You came out the gate punching. Like, when I seen you, I was like, sheesh. One day, okay, 10K.
Thank you.
Okay, 13 right now. Okay. So,
Thank you.
like,
yeah.
Where can everybody find you? Where can they watch you at? Where can they say?
Yeah. Okay, so my name is Jalon. It's like Salon, but with a J. And I stream on Twitch every day at twitch.tv/Jalon, Jalon. And then all my socials right now are the same. So Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, and YouTube, it's JALONAZ. So yeah.
100%. And before you get off, we have a last segment. Yeah. One more segment. Yeah. Not just one. We're gonna have two. But I also wanted to talk about it.
Sure.
But you have great skin, and I wanted to bring that into the conversation.
Oh, okay.
I didn't want it to be so strictly gaming, because that's not all you do. You do filmmaking, you act.
Yeah.
I see some of your stuff, your acting skills. I ain't gonna cap. I was like, okay. Yeah. And then you beauty, like your skin is actually like, I'm trying to get there. You know what I'm saying? We almost there. Almost there.
I'm saying you guys could.
Thank you.
Good. Yeah. Don't sell yourself short.
Yeah. Dark chocolate.
Okay.
I don't know why I said that, but I said it.
No,
Too late. It's too late. However, I don't think. Listen, I wasn't gonna eat one because I feel like it's really ratchet, but I'm gonna eat one because these are good. This is Pagoda. We're about to hop into 1 to 7 second segment. Put the egg was in.
Okay, go ahead.
137 seconds. So 137 seconds where we ask you super hard fucking questions that you never thought you would be asked a day in your life. Welcome to the segment.
Yeah. You ready? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Let's get into it. Question 1.
Okay.
What was your first gamer tag?
My first gamer tag?
Yeah.
Jalon AZ.
Oh.
That was my username on Instagram when I made it when I was like 11. So I kept it on everything because it's like my first name and then like where I grew up. Because I was thinking in my head, I was like, okay, what's something that's never going to change? Arizona. Yeah. So I was like, yeah.
Do you have a celebrity crush?
Celebrity crush. Currently not really. I don't really crush on celebrities too much because I feel like you don't really know the real them. So, you know. But I would say like the two people that come to mind that I think are like super attractive, like totally would want to sit down and go on a date with them, are like Sabrosa. He's a Valorant pro. And
wow.
Yeah.
This isn't even like first of all, I fuck with Source Wars. Like that guy is like he's fucking awesome. I like him because he's just real.
He's funny.
Right?
He's,
Like
he's real.
himself. And so I'm talking celebrity as far as like I don't know, artist Chris Brown or something like that. But I am glad to hear you say. I mean, Rosa, I know Cap. He up there, right? So
Yeah, he's up there.
I
He's
think it's cool
great.
that you said that.
Also, Hassan Abi, like, yeah, he's
Wow.
great. You know, I love South Asian representation. Okay,
Mhm.
like, you know, I
Yeah.
had to, and I feel like I don't, like I said, I don't really connect with like really big celebs like that.
Yeah.
I'm the type of person that where it's like I have to get to know you,
Mhm.
as a person before I actually like kind of like crushing on you a little
Yeah.
bit. So like I've watched Hassan's streams, I've watched Sabrosa's streams.
Both demons.
They're
Both
great. They're
Yeah.
really cool people, and yeah, if I would definitely, I'd definitely sit down with them,
You're
I guess. But
so-
I'm not, you know what I'm saying? Like I
Yeah.
just,
Yeah.
it's fine.
We're not,
It's fine.
We're not shooting shots. We're
No,
just
no, no,
getting-
no, no, no.
We're just, you know what I'm saying? We're just saying. We're not.
Just
this isn't gonna
saying.
get clipped and shipped, okay? Not from us. You know, that's all I'm gonna say. It's not gonna get shipped from us. You know what I'm saying? They get a DM with this clip. It wasn't from us. However, you're real. I just want to keep saying that. Listen, you're real for the pure fact of, and this is my hypothesis when it comes to social media. When you become a content creator, that's the day you become dehumanized by the people that watch you. And
Yes.
so it's just very interesting to hear like you're not even on that, which is very cool. It's interesting.
Yeah. Well, because think about it. If the internet, I say this to a lot of people, if the internet shuts down tomorrow, if Twitch shuts down and is like, sorry guys, we can't pay for the service anymore, like, what are you going to do? You're just a normal person again, like everybody else. So why would you act any different when literally the one thing that's keeping you with this ego is like a flick of a button? Like, it's just, it's so crazy.
Yo, talk your,
Yeah.
Neil, talk your shit.
No, no.
Listen, I'm doing pretty good. I might not need a soundboard, Hosanna. All right, we're gonna capture you. This is a very important question, though. Answer seriously.
Yeah,
Tip
yeah.
up. Shoulders up. This
Yeah.
is serious question here. Serious question. Nickelodeon versus
Okay.
Disney Channel versus Cartoon Network.
Dang. Okay, like, are we talking like specific shows, animated shows, live
Just-
action,
Nah, we talking overall. You gotta pick one.
in
You gotta
general?
pick one, and
Oh,
the rest
man.
evaporate.
I think I gotta go with Disney. I gotta go with Disney.
I love that. But if
Yeah.
Disney hit you up to be, I don't know, a host or on a show, would you say yeah?
Oh yeah, of
That
course.
was that question.
Yeah, of course I would.
What was your first job though?
My first what?
Job.
My first job, I worked at Abercrombie. As a like, I just worked a lot of retail jobs, like mall, like folding clothes, cashier stuff. Yeah.
Yes. Okay. And then, what did you really want growing up? Right? Gaming. What did you really want growing up? Gaming wasn't like always that. You didn't come out the womb like, dang, I'm about to go in the future and play this Xbox Series X. Like, what were like something you was like, you was little and you just always wanted to do growing up?
Something that I was little and always wanted to do was creative writing. I wanted to be an author, and I always wanted to be an actress. And I definitely always loved gaming for sure. My dad kind of was the one who put me on to computer games in general, like The Sims, Civilization, simple things like that. He put me on first.
You know, you can
And
twerk in The Sims.
can you? I think that's a
Yeah.
mod. That's got to be a mod, right?
Yeah, well, it is. I've talked to the person who did that. Oh, I think I talked to the person who did it. I don't know if she did that specific mod, but I think it was Mira.
Oh, I love her. She's so nice.
Yeah, she did a lot of mods for like just people of color when it came to Sims and stuff like that. So
Yes, I had a feeling that's who it was. I was
Yeah.
thinking in my head, I was like, maybe it was, but
I just thought it was funny. I'm sorry.
yeah, Ebonics and Mira, they're so great. They're wonderful creators. They play The Sims a lot, so
You're tapped in. Well,
yeah.
that's the end of 1 through 7 segments. That is the end
Thank
of
you.
Inside the Screen. It was a pleasure having you on, sharing your knowledge, sharing your smile. Is there anything you got coming up in the future that you want to share before we get off?
Shoot. I guess I don't know. Off the top of my head, no, I can't
Mhm.
really think of anything. And there are a couple things I'm doing, but I'm not sure if I can say anything yet.
Ooh.
But for now, just, keep it posted on twitch.tv/Jalon, Jalon, and on my socials, JalonAZ, JalonAZ. That's where you'll find everything. So
Gotcha. Well, listen, everybody who's watching, everybody who's listening on Facebook, Twitch, What else? Twitter. What else we have? YouTube. This platform is going to show the numbers, but I appreciate everybody who's listening, who's commenting. I can see the comments from YouTube and Twitch. So shout out everybody: Jay, Crispy, Corey, Jayan. I don't know how to pronounce that. Forgive me. I'm not a good at pronunciation right now. My cheek is.
Jalon. Thank you so much to all the Jal Pals that came through the stream. I see
Jal Pal, is that the names? Jal Pal?
Yeah, it's the Jal Pal crew. So yeah.
That feels dangerous.
They're dangerous.
Yeah, it feels like you talking shit? Oh, word. Let's go. Jal Pals, get them.
Yeah, Jal Pals. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it feels like that, like Power Ranger. But lifers, snap. But thank you guys for being here. I love you guys. Hope you guys have a great night. Hope you have a great stream. See you guys next Friday.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me. I really appreciate it. I love the conversations and everything. So thank you. Thank you guys.